Yes, we are about to start, Manojji. As we speak, people are still joining, but it's already 3:07, so we shall get going. Anyway, good afternoon once again, everyone, and welcome to today's session on how to streamline IT operations with AI and boost efficiency. I'm Bhavesh Chauhan, and over the next few minutes, we'll explore how we can streamline IT management and boost the IT team's efficiency. Following this presentation, which will be very short, my colleague Pranav Patel will take you through the live platform demo to showcase the real world use cases in action. I believe I'm audible, so if you can please revert me on chat. You guys can hear me okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Banoji. Thank you, Manoji. For avoiding any disturbance, team, we will not enable the voice, but feel free to send us the message. Our backend team is very actively checking all the messages, and we'll revert to all the questions. So moving on, right? This is what we have lined up for today's session. I'll start with a quick welcome note, set the stage, and that's what we are doing, right? We'll look at the platform and its AI-powered automation capability. Live demo of AI automation of common IT tasks. We'll also have a fun quiz. You have an opportunity to win exciting prizes towards the end. And we'll wrap up with an open question and answer session. Yes, Devendra sir, this will definitely be recorded and we will be sharing the recording as well. Okay, so AIT, it's about transforming traditional IT management into AI-powered IT. We call it AIT, right? The platform is built for the realities of modern IT, complex, distributed environments, and the need for faster resolution. This is definitely need of an hour, right? And the name of the platform is Atera. Now, Atera, some of you might be, listening it for the first time. Some of you might already know. So to cover what is Atera, it's an all-in-one IT management platform that combines remote monitoring and management as well as professional service automation into a single pane of glass. Again, boosted with deeply integrated AI. So how does it help? It is designed to simplify and streamline IT tasks, save time and resources, and maximize the efficiency. It is trusted by over 12,000 customers globally, and this gives us the confidence of the capability set of this platform, right? The customer base includes IT team from small businesses to large enterprises, all benefiting from the same powerful tool set. The tool is present in over 100 countries across the globe. More than 5 million endpoints are being managed as we speak, and millions of IT actions are being executed automatically every month. So this is the power of this tool. Some of the esteemed customers, to name a few, like Sodexo, Domino's, and so on and so forth. So what is it? What do we have? Here is a very quick snapshot of all the capability set of Atera. So starting with remote monitoring, IT asset management, network monitoring, service desk and ticketing, patch management, everything you name an L1 and L2 engineer would be doing is available in just one single platform. It supports Mac OS, Linux, Windows. It is a cloud application hosted on MS Azure. And yes, it has all the security and compliance protocols to be needed for any platform. We'll cover that. We will cover that in detail. But all these modules with a blend of an AI is what this platform is about. So the new way to do IT and the birth of a new category is AI-powered IT. Now it is no longer just an IT, it is AI-powered IT. So the AI powered IT, what can it do? It can, do the device troubleshooting, ticket summaries. So this is where, artificial intelligence comes into the place. Automatically summarize the ticket. It helps in generating the script. It suggests the solution. So based on the problem that is listed in a ticket, it suggests the solution. Obviously, it through AI, obviously we can generate the command, custom responses can be set, user sentiment can be gauged. It analyze the alerts and highlight the most critical alerts to the user. So the overall AI assistant service, is all about increasing the efficiency. So we spoke about AI, right? And here is the comparison. Before, if we are not using AI powered IT, a technician would be barely able to complete 7 tickets per day, right? One technician. With this tool, with the use of AIT, it can easily go and beyond 70 tickets, 10 times productivity increase for just one technician. And these are proven numbers, tried and tested numbers. So it can go up to 70 and beyond tickets per day per technician. Usually, a manual fixing will take about an hour average response time if we are relying on a manually responding on the ticket. With AIT, it just cuts down to 3 seconds or even less in certain cases. The resolution time, usually a technician would take around 3 to 4 hours to resolve an end user ticket, right? Because one technician would be supporting mid-size organization around between 50 to 70 end users, right? And the tickets flow would obviously be increasing as the time passes during the day. So yes, it usually takes around 4 hours for an individual technician to resolve a ticket, which can drastically be reduced to 10 minutes if we are using this tool, if we are using AIT technology. So the capability set, like I keep talking about, right? Speed, 10x faster ticket resolution. We've just discussed this in the last slide, right? Productivity, easily a technician will be able to save over 15 hours. I mentioned 11 to 13 hours, but easily 15 hours of the work will be saved per week per technician on average. AI, obviously AI can never be 100% correct, but here the accuracy rate is pretty high. Over 90% accurate diagnostics is what we are claiming through this tool. Well, the platform is very intuitive. There is no setup cost. It is a flexible subscription plan, and onboarding is very quick. It is just an agent installing, and you are all good to go. So very quick onboarding, uh, and doesn't require any cost or highly technical assistance. It also supports a mobile app. So with the mobile app, technician can work on the go, handling tickets, handling alerts, remote support, access from anywhere with the use of their own mobile, right? So when the capability is that high, obviously we need support at time. And Atera support is available 24/7 via phone, email, help desk, as well as chat. And obviously it has an online knowledge base and provides multilingual support as well. So we spoke about platform, we spoke about support. Now talking about security, right? Enterprise grade security is what we believe in, right? We take security seriously. With certification including ISO 27001, 27017, 27018, 17032, we ensure the compliance with international security standards with SOC 2 HIPAA guidelines are also adhered to by this tool. So this is on the security piece. Now, just to summarize, right, what values Atera would bring in. first and foremost, all in one. So in one platform, in one dashboard, you get RMM, remote access, help desk, billing, reporting. You get every feature, every tool in just one single dashboard. The costing is also very simple. It is per technician. So, if one technician is handling 50 users right now, tomorrow, if the user count increases to 55, you don't have to buy additional 5 licenses. Like I said, the costing is per technician. AI, as I keep saying, it is powered by AI, backed by AI. So, the automations are done through AI. The platform is very, very easy to use, and the interface is very, very user friendly. And I just spoke about the support, which is available 24 by 7, and by human being. They are not AI bots there. So support wise, we are very, very available every single minute. So with that, I will end the presentation and hand this session over to Pranav, who will then show the actual use cases in action on the platform. Pranav, over to you.
Thank you so much, Bhai. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much once again to join this today afternoon. As Bhai rightly mentioned, right? So, whatever the things we have covering it out into an Atera, there are a lot of few features which are available, which needs to be made sure that which is useful for our understanding and for our ease of use. I guess, hold on, let me just share my screen. Okay. Uh, I guess my screen is visible now. Yeah. So when we talk about all the modules which are available into Atera, when we talk about ticketing, we talk about remote management tool, we talk about asset management, patch management. I'm sure you all already must be using it out some or the other solution into your environment, right? When we are managing our IT infrastructure, we need to have these kind of tools in place. But we have listed out a couple of scenarios, right? I guess you can see it out my screen where you can see that there is a use case which is mentioned. I'm sure we all will be able to relate it out to one of the problem statement which is mentioned here, right? So basically, we know that IT team is always on the call, always busy. They are spend majority of their time and energy in addressing complex issues or some or the other troubleshooting scenarios, right? So whenever we talk about IT tasks or IT issues, the IT team is always busy. So how we are addressing these kind of scenarios, right? So let me just show it out to you the dashboard directly. All right. See, you can see my screen. This is the actual. Okay. I guess you are not able to see the screen. I'm sorry. Let me just reshare it. All right. I guess now it must be visible.
Not yet.
I had shared out the only the window. Yeah. So this is the actual dashboard of a tool which we are talking about in Atera, right? So if you can see it out, that's a very compromised dashboard where you can see that it is purely customizable. You can customize it out the way you want it out as a leader, as a head of a department in your organization, right? What do you want to see it out? That where your IT infra stands, right? How many tickets are there? What all are the alerts? How are your systems are patched into your environment? So all those kind of statistics which you want to see it out just as at a glance, that you can put it out on your dashboard. So that is how this dashboard is designed. You can definitely customize it out for the details which you want to see it out here, right? So when we talk about this problem statement, right? So let me just show it out from the asset management and AI problem statement. So what we can see it out is, for example, the very common scenarios which comes out is the users are calling up IT team for some or the other software installation, uninstallation, or some issue with the system, some issue with the assets, right? So how we are managing it out? So for an instance, let me just show it out to you on one of the asset, right? So when we talk about asset management, it is purely on a hardware and software both, right? So when we need a details, like even from the auditing perspective, right? When we are talking about auditing perspective, all the details about your hardware asset, at the same time, the software inventory, you need it out. So this is the page. With a single click, you get all the complete details of your asset. So for example, this is a system which is there in my own environment. This is the host name of that system. And you can see that you can get all the details with a single click. I just need to open it out, this device page. I'll get which domain it is there, what is the public IP, private IP, who is the last logged in user and when it was logged in, and when it was last rebooted, right? From the asset perspective, we need the complete hardware details like make, model number, the serial number, the motherboard details, the processor and the drives, right? How much memory is there? So all these details, usually many of the places what happens is IT team is following it up and maintaining it out and some of the details in on a Excel sheet, right? And when the audit comes out, we know that the next month there is an audit. Obviously, the IT team is on the run to make sure that their sheet and their details are updated. However, using this, we don't need to go into those manual effort. The human error is also been wiped out because this is an automated thing which gets pulled out. And this is the just the single thing which I'm showing it out on one of the system. I'll show you at the end. There is also a report which can be pulled out within a second for all the assets in your environment. So obviously, when you are talking about audit part, that is where you need a consolidated report for all the assets, right? So that is what we can pull it out with a single click, right? So now from the AI perspective, when we talk about the installation, uninstallation part, right? So for an example, this is one of the user who is asking it out, calling up, they have some Zoom meeting, for example, and they want to install it out a Zoom client on his machine. He'll just, what he'll do? Obviously, the user will not have a administrative rights. So he'll call up to IT guy. He will say that I want to install, I have a Zoom meeting. Please help me install it out Zoom client, right? That's the case. That's the normal scenario which happens in majority of the places. Or maybe they'll just raise out a ticket, send out an email, or raise out a ticket on a portal and put it out. So as an IT admin, what I need to do, I'll just go in here, I'll just go to this Copilot is there, right? So Copilot is the name which Atera is also using it out. You can ask whatever you ask it out to any of the AI tools, right? So what I'll do is I'll just put it out. For example, this user said I want to install out a Zoom client. What I'll do it, I'll just type it out in layman English, install Zoom client, and I'll just put it out enter, right? So what it will do is it will go to that particular system and it will ask for my permission as an IT admin for whether I want to go ahead and proceed it out with the installation. So AI itself will do that installation. I need not do any installation. I need not even take the remote access of the system. I don't need to even go to that system. See, you can see that it just took a second and it is giving me this clickable button. If I click here, install Zoom client for meetings, this Zoom client will be automatically installed in a silent mode on this machine, right? That easy it is. Now the question will come is how this installer will come. So obviously the Atera has a very close integration with Chocolatey and Winget. These are the two largest globally available databases, which I'm sure you all must be aware of, which has more than 40,000 plus applications, commonly used applications across the globe, right? In fact, from development point of view, from the media point of view, or any of the domains, right? So all those applications are already there on those databases. So it fetches out from there. So you did not even download. You do need not to go to that Zoom web page and download that setup. You just need to tell this AI install Zoom client. I just click it out here. If I just click it out, see that it is executing Zoom client for meeting on the device, right? So this will be installed it out on that machine. And the moment it is installed, it will give it out to me. See, it is giving me the command. It is now being installed. It might take up to 10 minutes. Feel free to. So it is on a lighter note, it also gives you these comments. However, this will install it out in a silent mode. Now, another question will come as obviously user is not having the administrative rights. How this will be installed? So Atera, whenever it connects it out to the end user, right? Its agent, what it will do, it creates a secured SSL tunnel with its user. So whatever the communication you are doing it out from your dashboard to a specific user, it is secure channel through a tunnel which it happens. And Atera has an elevated permission where you need not enter out or need any administrative password, because you as an admin, you are only accessing it out and you are only installing it out. That is the reason you need not type in or enter any admin password, right? So then another challenge is there, which we all are facing it out in a daily routine, that user have reported some issue or reported or asked some for some help, some installation, uninstallation. But then user systems availability during that particular task, users work gets impacted, right? So he cannot work it out on a system and all those tasks. But in this case, we did not take that system on a remote. We did not need user system physically, right? User can continue his own work and he will do it out. But this all things will happen in a silent mode. Another very common use case, user is saying, I'm having an issue with my printing, right? I'm unable to print it out. These are few of the common tasks which users reported out, right? And in which our IT team is engaged the most. However, we want our IT team to be utilized or to be engaged in a more strategic or a more project-based task where we have a better business critical applications, right? However, these are the very common tasks where they are important. For an example, if this particular user has reported it out that I am having some issue with printer. So as a normal IT person, how we will identify or troubleshoot? We all are technical guys, right? Until and unless we see the issue or we understand the issue, we will not be able to provide out the solution. So I just need to do it out. As a troubleshooting, what we do? We check it out whether there is a printer installed or not, which printer is installed, whether the drivers are installed or properly or not. Is there any printing job in the current queue or not, right? So all those tasks we perform it out manually, we check it out. So at least it will take about 5 to 10 minutes to identify. Instead, I'll just tell it out to AI. I'll just type it out in a simple layman language, printer diagnostic, right? And I'll just click and enter. So whatever the task which I said, right? All those troubleshooting tasks AI will perform on its own on that particular machine. So I am, as an IT admin, I am saving lot of amount of time of mine, which I am using it out for other tasks. See this. It did not even take a half a minute and it gave me a complete diagnostic result, right? See, on this machine, these are the different printers installed. This is the default printer. This is an offline printer. This is another printer which is installed, which is offline, right? No any error. So now, and at the same time, we can see this, all the printers installed. Then either is there any active job? No information. There is no active job currently on this particular printer. So all these details you get it out. And now if I want to do a print a test page, right? That is what the basic thing which we do after troubleshooting. And if I click on enter, then obviously the test page will get printed. I'm not putting it out here just to save paper on a lighter note. But then if I click it out here as a printer test page, automatically the test print will be going on that particular from that system. So this is how we can save a lot of amount of time into troubleshooting. So the way we ask any of the AI tools. Okay, one thing I missed out to inform it out is when we talk about AI, current scenario, you all will agree with me that ChatGPT, that's OpenAI, and Microsoft Copilot. These are the two largest AI service providers into the world in current scenario, right? So Atera is the only solution in the world right now who has the integration with both of these solutions, right? Microsoft Copilot and OpenAI. Yes, of course. They are also naming it out. This you can see it here as Copilot. That's the Atera's naming convention. However, you do not need any Microsoft Copilot license or neither OpenAI's premium license. You can ask whatever the queries you wanted. You can see it out. It is also giving you this a few prompts as a recommendations. You can ask whatever you ask it out in a normal scenario that you can ask it out and you can ask AI to perform those tasks. So this will save a lot of amount of time, right? So moving further, if we see it out from so okay, so I checked it out on these both the scenarios. I covered it out on that. So definitely, this is another scenario, right? It's busy and occupied with multiple tickets and a lot of amount of time in addressing closing, like printing issues, network slowness issue, or a system slowness. Even that also we can ask it out. Tell me the most process consuming highest CPU. It will identify on that system and it will give it out to you. So I'm sure you will also agree out that that will save lot of amount of manual troubleshooting time of an IT person, right? When we can perform all these tasks remotely at the same time in a silent mode. So users' work is also not impacted. They are continuing their work and you are performing all the tasks whichever are needed, right? Moving further, another thing very critical and very important functionality of Atera is security and automation, right? So when we talk about security and automation, the one very critical thing is we don't, if there are certain applications which are installed on an of official organization's laptop which is given to a user, we don't want them to uninstall those applications, right? Or maybe we don't want any of the user to install any application without IT team's knowledge or without a proper approval, right? So this has a complete automation mechanism here. For an example, we call it out as a threshold, right? So this is a threshold as a configuration. I'll show it out to you what it can achieve, right? So what I want is if any application is installed on a system, as an IT, I should get an alert, right? Of course, we are not sharing out an admin password to the users, but we know दोस्ती यारी में वो share हो जाता है. Some of the user might get an admin password from somewhere. Sometimes they might get it out, and sometimes what happens is when an IT team is working it out on a remotely and they copy paste the password, or sometimes they share it out, but then they miss to delete it out. So some of the user might have it, but we don't want any unknown application or a application to be installed on a machine, or maybe official application to be uninstalled. So if something is like that is happening, see this. If in event, if some application is installed, I will configure it out that it should generate a critical alert, right? So what it will do is it will create an alert. So I just created this. So if any application is installed, whatever this profile I'm creating, I'll apply it out to a specific systems or all the systems in my environment. And I'll put it as an application mode. And then if any application is installed on any other machine, I will get a critical alert. Okay, now the question will come as there are thousands of alert gets generated on a daily basis, right? So practically speaking, going through each and every alert is not possible. However, this alert mechanism, this has an option where it will create a critical alert and send it out to you on an email. You don't need to do any manual effort, right? So whatever the configuration you do, you will get a critical alert on your email so that you, and also it will generate a ticket also. As an IT team, he's always on the ticketing page, right? Because he needs to meet SLS. He needs to make sure that all the whatever the tickets are there, those are closed as soon as possible. And whatever the tickets are there, those are addressed. So IT guy is always on the ticketing page. So this will also generate a ticket so that we know that, okay, something has been installed on the system. If it is unknown, then they can immediately trigger an alert and get the action done. Similar way, as a proactive measure, I'm sure you all must be knowing it out as a brute force attack, right? What happens into a brute force attack? There are multiple login attempts which happens on a system in a short span of time, right? That is how those passwords and brute force attack happens. So what we can do it out? See, this also has a security mechanism. What I can do it out is if there are failed login attempts, then it should create a critical alert. Now, how I will define it out, right? So what I can do is it has the option to create a specific amount of time. So what I'll do is if there are 3 failed login attempts, I'll put it out as 1 point or maybe 2 minutes, right? I'll put it out as 2 minutes, 3 minutes, for example, right? So if I have 3 login attempts, or maybe 10, or maybe something 9 failed login attempts within 3 minutes. Obviously, if there is a legitimate user, if he's unable to log in first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth time, even third time, he will not try it. He will go to an IT. even if he is a genuine user, or maybe he'll try to reset the password if he has those rights, right? But if he'll not try to go ahead with more number of attempts. So in this scenario, if this is a condition which is triggered, within 3 minutes there are about more than 10 attempts of failed login, it will generate an alert. So this is a proactive measure that this is what is happening. At the same time, you can see the auto healing script, right? I'll also explain it out to you about that in a next scenario, which I'll show it out to you. So this is a condition which, as a security measure, which we can configure it out for specifically for our servers. Even maybe user systems also we can create it out, but this is specifically we can utilize which where we will have a more advantages from our servers point of view. On our servers, we don't want any unknown user or a non-legitimate user to log in, right? So if someone is trying to brute force, then immediately we know that they are trying to sniff in. They are trying for some multiple passwords. So it will create an alert. Not only that, using this scripting, auto healing script, we can also, if this condition is triggered, if this is found, what we can do is we can get this particular server disconnected from the network. So even if by chance the attacker is able to get into the server, he will not be able to laterally move in your environment, right? So that is what the beauty about the security functionality of Atera is. So that is how we can do it. At the same time, for an example, from a server point of view, you all must be having some or the other server. All your users are using those server remotely or some way or the other, right? Now what happens is suddenly your server started responding slow. So a couple of users face that. That's just your application server is running slow. So they'll start reporting it out to IT. So once we get, as an IT, we get that report, what we do, we go to that server, we check it out, try to identify, try to troubleshoot what is happening, why it is slow and all, right? But then when we go to that server, when we access that server, that is where we understand that, okay, there may be example, resources consumption is increased. However, this can be automated. For example, CPU, yeah? So there are multiple presets available already. As an example, I'll show it out to you for a CPU load. So what I'll do it, for example, I'll do it out for an application server. If my application server CPU is, what I'll do it, I'll put it out as 60%. Okay. If the CPU is 60% continuously for 1.5 minutes, it will generate a critical alert. So my application is still running. It has not completely gone down. So by the time we troubleshoot, it might happen that resource consumption is 100% and it is non-responsive, right? And that is a business impact. However, in this scenario, if my CPU has touched 60% continuously for 1.5 minutes, that's the condition which I'm setting it up. Then it will generate an alert. It will generate a ticket and it will give an alert that something is wrong on the server. Your server is still functioning. But at the same time, you can see this auto healing script, right? So what we do as a in such kind of scenarios, this scripting is also part of this solution, right? So as a troubleshooting, what we do in case of high resource consumption, we either delete the temporary files, we flush out the cache memory, those kind of troubleshooting we perform, right? So this has more than 1,000 applications for different kind of scenarios, 1,000 scripts, sorry, right? So these all maintenance, all kind of cleanup, all different kind of use cases, common use cases we are there in this particular scripts which are available, right? So if I tell you, or maybe okay, let me just search it out here. Okay, see this is a flush. So what I'll do it, I'll just select it out. I want to flush out the cache memory, for example. So that is what it will happen. If this condition is triggered, 60% CPU for more than 1.5 minutes continuously, automatically this script will execute. Whatever the script I am defining it out here, that will get executed. So the troubleshooting which IT guy will do manually after it is reported to them and they take the access and then troubleshoot, that will be automatically taken care. So that in that scenario, your consumption will reduce and your application behavior is normal. So this is will help it out to have a business continuity in process, right? So if the application is not impacted, is not down, so your business is not impacted. So that is how it can help it out. So this is a very critical and very important functionality of scripting and automation along with security, right? So that is a solution, that is a feature which we utilize it out from our environment perspective, from our security perspective, which can save lot of amount of time also, and at the same time manual effort, right? Another use case I'll show it out of course, scripting, right? So scripting as well, as I said, see, you can see this problem statement. There are many repetitive tasks, right? Commonly reported issues like system slowness issue, browser related issue, server non-responsive issues. So these are few of the very common issues. You all also will agree that your team is getting it out from your users, right? For example, one of the use case, browser related issue. So what we do, we clear out the cache, we clear out browsing history, right? Those are type of scenarios, those are type of troubleshooting we carry out here. So in that scenario, let me just go to the scripting part, right? So scripting, this, as I said, right? So it has all the scripting available out here. If I just type it out browser, see, all these browsing related, whatever we want to do it out, delete bookmarks, delete preferences and extensions, Chrome installer, whatever we define it out, all those scripts are available, and we can just execute it out directly from your Atera on any of the machine you want, right? Not only from this perspective, if you want to execute your some custom script, you can even create script, right? And of course, you don't need to know scripting language for that, trust me, because this scripting as well has an AI capability built in, right? So you can create it out a batch script or a PowerShell script or even a shell script for your Linux environment, right? For example, if I want to create some script, see that you can see this script generator. You need not know any language. You just type it out here in a layman English language, and then automatically the script will come in. So, for example, I want to write down a script, and suppose for an example, I want to set up a specific wallpaper on all my systems in my environment, right? All the official assets, I want to set up as wallpaper. So what I'll do it out is script to set a wallpaper on a system, and I'll just click on generate. So it will, okay, what I selected, okay, it is generating a PowerShell script, right? So it will not even take a minute, and it will generate a PowerShell script for you. See this, you just need to give a path on a commonly shared path, obviously where this is accessible from all the systems, and you got the script. You just save that script and run it out on all the machines. I'll just show it out. For example, if I want to do it, so this is a page where okay, it is. I just open it out on another window so that you can get a gist about it. So on a devices page, for example, I want to, on all these are the live systems. I just select it out here. I'll select on a run script, and whatever the script I want to run it out, I'll just execute it out. So all that script will be executed on all the systems, right? That easy this functionality is. You just, if you want to do it out for batch file, I'll just select change the file type. Within half a second, the script got changed. So AI is a very critical component which is a part of Atera, where we can leverage it out for all the functionalities and for ease of use. As Bhavesh mentioned earlier, right? So it reduces lot of amount of efforts. It increases out the productivity, increases out the response time, right? On a lighter note, I'm sure you all also know that we all are into IT, right? So users, any of the organization users are always cribbing about IT team, right? That I'm having some issue or some of the other issue, facing a lot of challenges and all, right? So that is what they are cribbing about. But then when we have this type of tool, what we are trying to achieve it out here is, you also saw that how easy these tools can be utilized, how this can be executed in a silent mode. Users are continuing their work, they are not even aware what has happened, and everything can be taken care from the back end, right? So that is where their work is not impacted. So we are also targeting, and we are also making sure that user experience is also improved. User satisfaction is also improved. I'm sure you will agree that when user is saying it out, just the way I showed you the example, right? If he called you that I want to install Zoom client, as an IT, I just went on the system and within a minute it is installed. And then you call him up that Zoom is installed on your system, you can start using it out. Don't you think that user experience is very much improved and he is empowered and or definitely he'll appreciate it out, right? So that is what we are targeting it out here. So basically we are trying using AI, we can improve out on the services at the same time user experience and reduce out lot of unnecessary efforts which goes into a manual tasks, right? So these are few of the use cases. One more thing, okay, ticketing part. I'll just show it out on a brief. I'll show you about the ticketing part as well. So this also has a full-fledged ticketing module as like any other ticketing tool which is there available. So with a complete SLA mechanism, complete ticketing mechanism, you can assign it out, you can set up the priority category wise or the issue wise. At the same time, again, the AI is part of it. So these are few of the tickets which you can see it out here, which are there in this. So for example, for any other tool, if you have it out, what you need to do, you need to open out the ticket and check it out what is going on in that ticket, right? So for an example, if I go and open this particular ticket, so how AI can help it out is you can see this button. I'll just click it. I don't need to even open the ticket. I'll just click on this AI button. It will summarize whatever the communication has happened in that ticket for me. So I need not go through those comments. If some troubleshooting has happened, I don't need to go through those different comments and understand it out what is going on. See this. This is a summary ticket. It created because of one of the threshold which we have created, the one which I showed it out to you, right? So failed login attempt. So that is what it has created. So I did not do anything. I just clicked on this AI. It summarized the ticket for me. Not only that, it will also have an option of AI everywhere. It will generate a reply as well automatically. You can see this timer. This, of course, you can pause it out. I'm just pausing it out for this demonstration perspective. You can manage it out complete SLA here. You can reply it out, whatever the template you want, you can create it out from this Copilot perspective. Once it is summarizing it out, you can give the command to AI what you want to do it. For an example, there is some issue. Of course, this is a failed login attempt. Suppose there is an issue of system slow issue. So it will also give me the processes which are consuming high CPU or high memory, right? See, you can see this suggested action. It is also giving me the recommendations. The ticket is for failed login attempt. So it is giving me suggested actions. Verify user credentials, account logout, check if the account is logged due to multiple failed login attempts, reset the password, and review the security logs. So it will not only summarize it out for you, it will also give you the recommendations. It will also give you the steps which you can perform for those kind of issues. See, we even after spending a lot of these many years into this industry, we all know that we do not know the solution for each and every issue or each and every task which we face daily, right? Every day we learn. Similar kind of thing is IT team when they are having some or the other issue reported by a user. It is not necessary that they know the solution for each and every issue. So obviously they will troubleshoot, right? So when we talk about troubleshoot, what they do, either they Google it out, they check what can be the possible reasons, they try to see it out on a system, couple of steps, or they ask their colleagues or their superiors what to do in such kind of scenarios, right? And then they troubleshoot it out and resolve it out. So that these process will also consume some or the other amount of time. Same thing, AI will help it out to you to reduce that. So when you are Googling it out or asking a chat GPT that, okay, fine, what needs to be done on this scenario? Same thing, you are getting it out from here as an AI copilot from an Atera copilot, right? It is giving you recommendations. Not only that, if you see out the last line, if you need further assistance or a specific action, feel free to ask. So that means it is asking you for your permission if you want AI to perform certain tasks out of these, right? It will also do that for you. So you need not take out the remote or you need not go to that system and check. You can ask AI to perform some of the task here, right? You can ask AI to reset steps to reset the passwords. You can ask AI to kill out certain process if it is consuming some memory. Obviously, we cannot ask a non-technical user if they have reported some issue from high consumption or system slowness. We cannot expect a non-technical user to give us the answer for which are the processes which are consuming high CPU or high memory, right? We cannot expect them to answer those. As an IT, we need to understand, we need to check it out. So, but how we can check it out? We need to take the system access. But that is not the scenario with Atera. We can do it out right from AI, right here from your dashboard. Your user is continuing to work on his own systems. If I tell you from an asset management under asset management as perspective as well, let me show you what other the way I send out from CPU consumption, right? You can check it out your service manager. What all services are running? You can start, stop, or restart any of the services, right? You can open the task manager on your system from on your dashboard. It will not open on that end user's machine. You can get your command prompt. You can get the PowerShell command, right? Here as well. See, this is a command prompt which is open for this particular machine. It is not open on that machine, and actually that user is working it out, but this is I am opening it out on my own system. Again, here we have a copilot. So if we do not know, right, that what are the commands to do it, I can just ask it out this. Okay, for example, create new folder in D drive. I do not know what command to enter to do this. I want to create a new folder in D drive. I'll just click it out on a generate. See, make directory, D colon, backslash new folder. And if I just click enter, okay, it is not in the drive is not there. I'll just put it out as C drive. Okay, and I'll just click on enter. So if I go and check it out, let's see it out on that particular system. Okay, so the new folder is created. How we can check it out? Of course, there is another function which Bhai mentioned, right? It also can take out the remote. I'll just click on here. Splashtop AnyDesk is free, which is integrated. TeamViewer and Screen Connect is also integrated. If you have your own, it's bring your own licenses. If you have TeamViewer and Screen Connect licenses, you can integrate it out here. AnyDesk and Splashtop are integrated free. So I'll just click here. Okay, hold up. I just copied it out here. Let me just log in. Right. So this is the system I directly got it out on a remote. Right. So let's see it out the folder which we created under C drive. This is only one drive, right? You can see this. This is the new folder which is created on 12th August, 3:54. That's the time, 1 minute back, right? So I did not do anything. I just executed the command from my dashboard. I did not even take the remote of the system. I got this new folder created on the system. So that is what the beauty about AI and automation and the centralized management is. So I can take out the remote. So now, right now you saw, right, this remote access as well. You know that many of the times we need to have a like unattended access, right? So in that scenario, this is purely configurable part. If you do not want end user to accept it out or for the remote access and you want it unattended, that also is possible. You can directly take out the remote, right? So that is how you can take out this remote access as well. So you can just click it out on connect, Splashtop or AnyDesk, directly you get that access of that ticket, of that particular system. So all these tasks you can perform it out using this. For installation perspective as well, I showed it out to you, right? So from the asset management inventory perspective. So usually what we do, okay, let me just, so that you will be able to relate it out. One last point I'll show it out to you. Let me just show it out on my own system, right? The one which I'm sharing it out to you right now. Okay, this is my own system which I'm sharing it out right now. So as an software inventory, when we want, what we do, we go on a control panel, right? And check it out what all softwares are installed on that machine, right? So for that, we just go to this control panel and and go to this programs and features, you can see this all these softwares are installed, right? If we want to do. However, when we have an Atera, we don't need to go there on that system. I'll just go on software inventory. I just click there. See, immediately it will pull out this exact same list which is there here. You can see that in the exact same order, you will get all these applications which are there installed on that machine. And you can just select it out and uninstall it if you want anything. If you want to update it out, you can even update it out from here. See this, it is showing up to date. Either uninstall or if you want to, because this also Atera also supports. We did not go into a patch management module. Definitely respecting the time, we will not go into detail of each functionality. We can have it out separate discussion on session. However, just in a brief, this supports the patch management complete module from not only from the operating system perspective, it also supports the third-party application updates, right? So if you can see it, okay, fine. This is the Google Chrome is the application. .66 is the version which is installed on this machine. However, .67 is the latest version available. So you can see there's updatable, right? So if I click on this and update, automatically this Google Chrome will get updated on that machine. I don't need to do any manual effort. I don't need to do any manual download and execution. If I want to uninstall anything, I can uninstall it out from here. So this is the ease of use, ease of manageability for all your assets from your central dashboard. And as we said it out earlier, this is a cloud-based solution which is hosted on Azure so that you can access it out from any part of the world, right? And this supports, of course, it's an agent-based solution. So it supports all the three platforms, the Windows, the Linux, and the Mac. So you can manage all the three platforms, even from the patch management perspective or all the functionality perspective. So that is the beauty about this complete functionality of this tool, right? So this was just a gist and few understanding about few use cases which we are trying to achieve it out using this tool. That is why the tagline says, right, so that AI powered IT, right? So we are transforming a traditional way of IT into an AI powered so that we can do that automation and AI, which can be a helpful thing to reduce out a lot of manual efforts so that our IT team, our team can be utilized in a more strategic projects, more strategic way, right? So with that, I would like to say thank you from this technical perspective. These are few of the functionality. Definitely, we would like to engage it out more if we can have a deep dive session separately from all the functionality point of view, and we can go into deep for all the modules, right? So thank you so much once again for listening me out. I'm sure if you have any questions, we have a question and answer session. But before that, let me just bring this particular screen. So just a quick thing, if you can please scan this QR code on your phone or maybe go to menti.com and enter this particular code 54535422. Just a short survey. We would like to just hear it out about this session which we had it out today, and just to have a candid feedback from you all so that we can help it out to you better further. What all things we can help it out and how we can leverage it out from the functionality point of view as well. So just a request, if you can scan this and submit it out your feedback. At the same time, after that, just stay tuned. We have a quiz, and of course, the winners as well will be having a rewards. So just a quick quiz is there after that. I'm sure it's an afternoon. Just wanted to have a little fun quiz with technical part. So just a request to stay back. Scan it out. I'm sure you all have started filling out these surveys. And just a minute, we'll just wait for a couple of minutes so that people are filling it out. The surveys can finish it out, and then we can jump it out on the quiz part. And of course, you all have already started out putting out a couple of questions into chat. I'm sure you are getting it out. Rest assured, whatever the questions are there, we'll get back to you on those rewards on the chat itself on this session. We also have a Q&A session after this quiz. You can raise it out the questions. Even if there are some other questions, we can help it out to you offline as well with that.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Pranabhai, for the very, very insightful demo. So while you guys are filling up the survey, I just wanted to take a few minutes, and obviously, we've experienced how Atera can completely change the way IT teams work, right? From cutting resolution times by up to 90%, to freeing up hours every week for high value projects, right? So it's a very vast tool with very uh, deep capabilities, right? I'll give you an example, right? Excel, we all know Excel, but do we actually know it all? Probably not, right? It has multiple functionalities, and few functionalities, if they are not available, they are also giving VBA. You can write a code. Similarly, in Atera, the list of functions that we can perform is endless. And on top of that, we can create our own script as well, right? So with that, it gives a power, it gives power to this tool to do almost anything. So, we definitely will be able to set it up as per your own use case. So if you guys are thinking this could work for my team, this could work for me, the next step is very simple. You can just drop a quick note on chat, just mention demo or POC right now, or probably reply to the follow-up email that you will receive following this session. But yeah, we'll be more than happy to schedule the demo or the POC one-on-one to tailor to your particular need. And we can assure you, once you experience Atera hands-on, you'll never look at the IT management the same way again. Thank you so much. So many messages I'm getting: demo POC, demo POC. Yes, yes. We will definitely reach out. Feel free to revert, or put your comment on chat, or revert to the email that you might have received, or the WhatsApp chat that you might have received. Our team will be more than happy to present. Okay, I believe you guys have probably filled up the survey. Now, as Pranava mentioned, it's time for a quick game session, fun, right? And this is about what we've learned today. So again, same thing. If you can go to menti.com and probably enter the code 44706528. Alternatively, you can scan the QR code. Yes, we've got 17 players ready. I'll go back for those who have not entered the code yet. Okay, we'll start in 30 seconds. We will start in 30 seconds. Yes, you will get an exciting prizes. Our team will revert back to you via email or WhatsApp and deliver your prizes. Please remember, it's a fastest finger first kind of a session. So if you respond as fast as accurate, we'll obviously get more points. Okay, time to get started. 27 place ready. Answer quickly to get more points. Perfect. What is Atera primarily used for? And here are your options. Wow, smart everyone. So let us see who is, obviously everyone reverted correctly, but Mr. Manik has actually reverted the fastest. Going to the next question. Atera is designed for which type of service provider? Wow, we got a smart audience here. Good going, Manik. Good going, Mr. Manoj. Which of the following is not a feature in Atera? Read the options carefully. Oops. Now let us see. And the board changes. Well done, Mr. Sandeep. Very easy, very easy. Um, and it changes again. Well done, Mr. Rajesh Kumar. Be careful while selecting the option. Select the correct one. Yes, we got 30 days free trial team. Uh, good going, Mr. Sandeep. Wow. Good going, Mr. Rajesh Kumar. Music. Well, good going, Rajesh ji. Yugandhar ji, you are slightly behind and last three questions left. Almost everyone gave the right answer. Now let us see. Very good, Mr. Rajesh is still leading. Only two more questions to go. Which cloud service does Atera integrate with? Works with O365 and Google Workspace. This should change the leaderboard, I believe. Wow, someone named Pig is now coming on the second, and I believe this is the last question. Mhm. Let us see. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I'm just taking the screenshot. We'll have the details available with us as well. But congratulations, Mr. Rajesh Kumar. Congratulations on your win. Like I said, our team will reach out uh, and share the pricing with the first three winners. Now it's time for the question and answers. So let us go to the chat board. You can use the chat board or the question and answer panel of the chat board. Please drop in your questions and we'll be happy to answer. Thanks to you for hosting the session. Thank you. Amazing session. Thank you so much. Very nice session. Thank you so much. Quite a few appreciating feedback. Thank you. Any questions, guys? Feel free to put it on chat. For demo, what info is required for Atera to prepare accordingly? We just need your email address, like contact details, so that we can reach out to you, Mr. Anurag Kumar, and which part of the functionality that you would like to focus more on, or if you want to see the overall demo, we can provide the overall demo as well. Just reach out to the team, and we will schedule it. But as of now, no information needed from your end. During the POC, you can select after demo, or if you want to start with the POC in your environment, we can create that account for you. All we need is your work email ID. Right, Pranav?
Right. We just need your work email, and we will create a separate instance for you whose credentials and access you only will be having it out. And you can just start. Of course, we have our technical team available who can help it out to you with details, so that, and also the setting up and the initial understanding and initial setup, so that that will be easier for you to take it further. And definitely for every one of you, thank you once again for joining us today. And also sharing it out the interactive sessions. There are a couple of few questions as well which were there. Thank you for taking part in it and really appreciate it out. Our team is available. They'll be connecting it out to you. You can also reach it out to us. Maybe we'll type it out. A couple of email addresses here where you can reach it out to us for any kind of queries. Okay, there is a question: is the product allows users themselves to install the softwares that are approved by IT team? All right. So, yes, Rajesh sir, definitely this is another functionality which Atera has, and which they have come up in past couple of months. So the one which we sought out today was Copilot functionality. Again, they have an additional advanced level AI integration and functionality called Autopilot. Of course, that is on a user based, where user themselves can troubleshoot it out, and they can just enter into a few detail and ask their on their own system to troubleshoot it out or do any of the tasks of an L1 level, right? So they can ask the AI to perform those tasks, and it will be automatically performed. So user themselves can resolve many of the L1 level tasks and issues at the same time installations point of view. So that is an autopilot functionality that works it out on a user base. That today we have covered it out Copilot functionality. Autopilot is another functionality of AI, also a part of this solution itself, as we say it out as an all-in-one platform. So that is also a part of it, but that functionality is also available with Atera. Yes.
Yes, so to answer your question, Rajesh, yes, the product allows users themselves to install the softwares which are approved by the IT team. And yes, I like the feedback that this will reduce the ticketing
Definitely.
volume drastically. Rajiv sir has a question: does the user have knowledge base for solving simple problems on their own? Absolutely, the
Yes.
Atera creates the knowledge base on its own as well using artificial intelligence. So the knowledge base is available and will be created automatically.
We can also, if you have your the knowledge base with you, your existing one, that also can be uploaded out. That also can be included it out into this portal. At the same time, the ticketing part, we just went on a brief modules. However, ticketing also has all the users will get their own uh, portal as well. So from that portal, they can log in into the portal where they can get those knowledge base resources, and from there they can raise out the tickets, right? So at the same, not only from the raise out the tickets, they can also check out their historical tickets. So that portal will have, so knowledge base is available for the users as well. Are there built-in APIs for custom integration with enterprise systems like ServiceNow and others? Okay, so definitely that integration, Manoj sir, your query with respect to integration with others, yes, we have that migration process. Of course, we have an APIs. We have Atera can be integrated it out with certain REST APIs. At the same time, for migration also, Atera team also will help it out on those older data migration point of view. Definitely, I guess Sanket have already replied on a couple of queries. Rajiv, sir, okay, yes. Sure. I guess those are the questions. Thank you so much once again, everyone. I'm sorry if some of the question have missed. I'm sure we have covered it out, but if something is missed out, we will note it out down, and our team will reach it out to you so that you get all the information and update about it. Please reach it out to us. Please reach it out to our team for any kind of queries and demo. If we can help it out to you one on one as well. And we can also help it out with executing the POC so that you can have a hands-on actually in your live environment and perform it out and check out the value add it brings on the table.
Amazing. Thank you so very much, everyone, for your time. We will get back to you. There are, oh my God, there are quite a few positive feedbacks. Thank you so much. We will definitely reach out to you. Start the POC immediately. Yes, absolutely. We can start the POC immediately. Just share the email address and we'll create a separate instance for you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a pleasant evening. Thank you.